Hello everyone, I'm John Kenny and welcome to this video. I had a conversation with one of my coaching clients at the end of our session, and they asked me about myself and how I became an interpersonal relationship coach. And that's got me to thinking that if you're going to work with somebody, then maybe you want to know a little bit about them, how they got to where they are and why they do what they do. So I thought I'd make this brief video today just to tell you a little bit about myself. So my story starts in my childhood, where I had very difficult relationships with my parents, and those relationships led me to believe certain things about myself and also how I thought relationships had to be. I continued to believe those things as I got older, and through my teens and my 20s and then into my early 30s, I realized that I was continuing to have similar kind of relationships where they followed the same kind of pattern, and I hadn't improved the relationships with my parents either. And I also realized that actually I was really unhappy. My life wasn't that terrible. I'd been an international athlete, worked for myself, worked for other people, had friends, relationships, but something in me felt really unfulfilled. I then decided to go into counselling at the end of a very difficult relationship, and I had counselling therapy for 2 years. The whole experience was incredibly valuable because I realised a lot about myself, understood a lot more about my past. In fact, it was so valuable to me at the time that I decided to change my career and train to be a counsellor. I wanted people to experience what I had, and I set up my own counselling practice. After a couple of years of running my own practice, I actually realised I was still quite unhappy, and things hadn't really moved on. And it was then that I met a coach and started to have some coaching sessions. They helped me to realise that the reason that my life hadn't moved on was because I hadn't addressed the relationship that I have with myself. The relationship that I was having with myself ultimately impacted on how I related to other people and how they related to me, and why things kept going around in the same kind of circles. After working on those things, I can now live the life that I choose and have the happiness that I was looking for all those years. After my coaching, I decided to train as a coach to add to my counselling, and I've been working with people ever since to help them to experience the same kind of things. Over those years of working on my own things and working with my clients and the study that I've done, it's become clear to me that relationships are fundamental in the amount of happiness and fulfilment that you can have in your lives. In fact, this is kind of backed up by a 75-year study that was carried out by Harvard University called the Grant Study. They concluded at the end of 75 years that the key to happiness and the thing that made us the most happy in our lives was the health of our relationships. I've created the P.E.O.P.L.E program, which is a relationship coaching program to help you to work on the things to enable you to live the life that you want and have the happiness and fulfillment that you want in your life. It's based on all of my experience, all of my knowledge and years of working with my clients, and it can help you to move forward and live the life that you want too. I hope you've enjoyed the video today, got some information and maybe found it insightful. Thank you for watching. You take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.